I love your moan in Kelra's Moskov. Bruh. Yeah. Kelra did it again, man. Kelra did what Kyrie and Sanford did before, making me go, Kyrie, Sanford, and then now Kelra. You think OP's back in their M6 form? You know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't think so. That's what's so scary. I don't think they're in their M6 form, because I think they were still better at M6 form, like when they were at M6. Are they better now than they were before? I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're still like getting back to prime Onyx Philippines, but I think by the end of MPLPH, depends on what happens, maybe we get to see prime M6 form Onyx again, and then they go to MSC back in their prime. But it's crazy. You know, in the final game of that grand finals, my dudes, Kirk was 0-8. Kirk was 0-8 in that final match, in that final game, and they still won. What the hell, dude? Whenever someone doesn't do well, the others carry. The others, like when Brusco doesn't do well, then Kirk does well. When King Kong doesn't do well, Kelra does well. You know, like everyone's timing is just so crazy. Like, who decides to pop off at each moment is ridiculous. For me, the craziest thing is, I think systematically, especially in the first like 2 games, RRQ were the better early game team. They were able to get the early game down. They were able to level a couple of times. And then Kelra happened. Game 2 Kelra was the Granger. You guys remember the Granger, bros? This is a level of confidence that is just ridiculous, because I've never seen this before in the past as well. When people make that kind of play that ended up being a mistake. Granger, Kelra. I'm gonna bring up the video. Game RRQ versus Onyx game 2. Let's go through some of these, man. So this one, right, dude? Kelra made this fucking play, and then it still works out in the end. Well, I'm sorry. It doesn't work out in the end. It became a mistake. But he continues to do this shit, brother. He continues to do this shit in like the next few games. I've never seen a player have the confidence of Kelra, and I don't know, it sounds pretty like normal now because Kelra has kind of like normalized it. But have you guys seen a player make this kind of blunder in one of the games in a grand final, and then go to the next game and then do the freaking Moskov play? No one does that, bro. No one goes from like making a game-ending mistake to 1v5ing RRQ Hoshi in the base. Having the confidence to do that after this shit was... Dude, what is it with Moskovs and disgusting plays, man? I thought innocent one, no one's gonna top that innocent one, and then Eman Snapdragon. I thought, all right, that's another crazy one, and then now we have this one, bro. Holy moly! But this was also a big blunder. Oh my god, you guys remember this?
Spear of Misery locking him down. That's Kelra getting one. SOD reads. What goes back in?
You can hear my play, bro. I was so confused. What? Yeah, you can see in these clutch moments, definitely. You can definitely see in these clutch moments that some of the players in RRQ still kind of lack that experience. They still go in like randomly at times when they're panicking. But that's a difference in experience, I guess, right? Holy moly. And this fucking play. Oh my god. Brother, this was honestly ridiculous. Bro, what a fucking player, man.
And now with the kick, Brusco beats him another. And they can't even
Brother, can we get a W in the chat for that play? He 1v5'd the team, bro. He literally like 1v5, 1v3. Dude. No, that was bullshit.